for Banks.
I'm Josh.
We are Odd Places, Winter Garden in front of Attic Door.
Yeah.
Going, Odd Places
We're
going, we're still going viral,
Always
aren't
going
we?
viral.
Yeah. I mean,
This is the time of Corona. There is no way to not go viral.
are we, for the rest of our life, are we going to be in Corona world, a COVID world?
In this, because we don't want to leave COVID world, then the answer is yes. Until we decide we're done. We haven't decided that. We decided we want to keep playing with this shit, right?
Is this what you want to talk about or something else?
No, but we can go heavier or light. Heavier or light. Spicy or mild. What do you want? Spicy or mild?
I had some spicy Indian food last night and I could not finish it. It was a little too hot. So let's go spicy.
You want to go spicy?
A spicy meatballs.
You want to go spicy?
Yeah, let's go spicy.
All right. Let's talk about women.
All right.
They just recently became second-class citizens in Texas.
Ooh.
And it's not so much that that's what happened, it's why it happened. I just find it fascinating that we're
Why?
treating it that way.
What do you mean why it happened? That's what fascinates you, why it happened?
Yes. Because we used to treat them like second-class citizens, and then we started stopping. We didn't fully stop, and now we just went back about 60 years. It's treating them like second-class citizens again.
So how is that the why? How is that the why?
That's not the why. That's just
That's
just
the
the what.
what. That is
just the what.
that's what. So why did it happen? I'm gonna jump in. Because people do not want to have babies killed or unborn children killed. That's why it happened. People do not want unborn babies to be killed.
And I can actually emphatically prove that that's incorrect. That's not the reason.
All right, so what is the reason?
It has
Religion?
nothing to do with killing babies or abortions. The abortion bill has nothing to do with abortion.
What does it have to do with? You think it has to do with taking away?
Let's lay out the proof.
Okay.
And then we can talk about what it really is.
Mm-hmm.
So, if it were really about abortions, reducing abortions,
Yes.
which is what they claim, we can actually have all male teens. We can force them to get vasectomies. That would also reduce abortions. And then those vasectomies could be reversed when they're responsible enough, old enough to properly start a family. Why is the onus of reducing abortions only on women?
Good point.
So it's not about abortion. It's really, because if it were, we would have sex education. We'd be talking openly about it. And
Wait. Let's look at sex education. We do have sex education.
no, we don't. We don't take that seriously.
Okay, it's relative. Other countries.
We have sexual suppression. We have.
All right,
we're not going to talk about.
All right, sex education. Then we'll go to sexual suppression. Sex education when I was in school, we had our one day, and we got to opt out if mom, dad didn't.
The one day.
The one day.
How many years of math did you have? How many years of science and economics and all these other things, and you get 12 day of sexual education? Wow.
Yeah, I think it was one day. Maybe it was a week. Okay.
So we don't actually educate.
Okay, we educate it very, very limitedly. We leave it up to the family or the church to educate them on it. Okay, and that I mean I give it the right to the parents, however they want to, delve into that subject of sex.
Okay.
Sexual suppression. You're comparing sexual suppression to other countries, right?
Yeah. Yeah. We're not as open about it. We preach abstinence, which is unnatural.
You think
Just don't have sex. Well, how's that a solution to reducing unwanted pregnancies? What about provide condoms?
All right, stop there. Hang on. Abstinence does decrease abortions.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
You're saying it's
natural
unnatural.
to expect
All right, all right.
abstinence
Do you think
from
that?
viral people.
Do you think that abortion is unnatural also?
I think abortion is unnatural.
So abstinence is unnatural. Do you think abortion is unnatural?
I guess abortion would technically be unnatural. But there's a lot of things you do. Wearing glasses is unnatural.
Well, I gotta see.
No, you don't.
Oh, you're right.
It's unnatural.
I don't have to see.
Glasses are not part. You were not born with.
Got it.
So-
You are
so,
taking unnatural
saying,
really far.
You were too. You're,
I am.
You're calling a medical procedure unnatural, so I'm just calling your prescriptions unnatural.
All right.
as well.
All right. All right. I got it. Got it. Totally fair. Fair enough. All right. All right. All right. So sexual suppression is what's happening. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Our country is sexually suppressed. And okay, let's draw the line. Is that the reason why we have
It's related.
unwanted pregnant? Okay.
It's related.
Okay.
Not the sole reason.
I can agree with that.
But if it was really about abortions, we would be offering, to reduce abortions, we'd be offering free condoms, prophylactics, sex education would be more prominent. And we would put some onus on men as well, because it takes two to create the pregnancy, right?
Right. It does.
So, but we're putting it all on women.
Right.
So this brings us to the actual reason why these laws exist.
Okay.
It's control over women.
Really?
It's control. Because the moment you bring up this idea of men having their bodies controlled with vasectomy,
Yeah.
Conversation stops. Conversation just stops.
We're having that conversation
We
right
are.
now. Yeah.
I'm talking to people. We're not creating laws that say women can't have abortions either. We're not the ones doing that. And you wouldn't do it, and I wouldn't do it. But the ones that are doing it, if you start talking about their bodies, you got to have a vasectomy until you're ready to actually produce a child. Conversation comes to a dead end.
All right. So that is your argument why we are suppressing women, or is that the right vernacular?
Well, and it goes back to, again, why everything goes back to our white patriarchy that this country was founded on.
Uh-huh.
I shouldn't say I don't know, but it is.
Okay.
We are in a patriarchy.
Okay. So that is the point. That's your thesis. You're saying your thesis is that it's not abortion law. It's to keep the woman in her place, and the man above.
Yeah.
Okay. So then Roe versus Wade allowed women to have abortions. Was that bringing women and men at the equal level?
No, Roe versus Wade on the surface allowed women to have abortions.
Okay.
No, sorry, safe abortions.
Okay.
Women were already having abortions. They just allow women to go and get medical care and have safe abortions. But it was also more about giving women control over their bodies. That's it. Really deep down, that's what they were doing.
So they can do whatever they want to. If they
Just like men have full control over their bodies.
Yep.
Now women have full control over their bodies.
Okay. So women get pregnant, they can go and get an abortion, a safe abortion.
Safe abortion.
Okay. Men. What's the? I can't even think of the equivalent. There's no equivalent there.
No, but men still have full control over their bodies. We can still do anything we want medically.
Because we don't carry the child.
There's no law that says we can't.
Right. How about this? Let me entertain. Let's see if you want to entertain this. How about women get pregnant? You put and they don't want the baby. The man has to carry it. Medically, they have the man carry it. How about that?
Like you put it into the man?
Yeah.
The gestation period?
I think it can be done.
Wow. That would definitely be, that's an extreme solution.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't be against that.
Right. I mean, so if a man goes and impregnates a woman and the woman doesn't want the baby, and the man is like, no, you can't have you have to have the kid. All right, fine. I don't want the kid. You have it. Open you up, put it in. All right, you take care of it. 8 and 9 months, you have the kid then. Would you do that? Would you do that?
I would not get anyone pregnant then. That would be that simple. Like that's
All right.
that's way too
All
high
right.
of a stake to even risk. Like I would have 18 condoms on. Whatever I need to do.
All right. So I mean, that is an extreme, and we are going definitely to an odd place with this.
There's another issue here though that really saddens me. The Supreme Court. The Supreme Court did not overturn Roe versus Wade this past week.
Yep.
But they did something far worse. They hid in the shadows. They did it. It's called the shadow docket. They heard no oral arguments. They spent very little time. There was no discussion on it. They just did a quick midnight vote and said, we're not going to stop Texas from essentially overturning Roe versus Wade. So they didn't have to sign their name to it. They essentially just usurped all. I would rather them just like, let's have the hearing, let's do this, let's overturn Roe versus Wade because we want to be a white Christian nationalist country. I'd rather them be open about it, but they weren't. They were cowards. They hid in the shadows, and shame on them.
I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
We are. Our place is going.
Viral.
Yep.
Is that heavy enough?